Hey y'all, coming to you from the international headquarters, ScottieDTV, but I was at the 22 Goodguys Columbus and I came across this 32 Ford I think y'all are going to like. Let me get the camera turned around and take a quick look at it. Talbert Goldman, how are you, brother?
I'm doing good, Scotty. How you been, man?
Outstanding. I caught up with Mr. Sonny's, what is it, 32 in Columbus?
32 Ford, 3-window coupe. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Story is, he just said, here's some money, go build me a car.
Yeah, pretty much. We made that deal back in, I want to say 2019, when we had his blue 65 Chevelle out there. We had the car. We'd had it for a couple years, just sitting in the back, just trying to get to it, And I come up to him and I said, can I build that car as if it were my car, but it would be with your money? Just like that. He looked at me like I was crazy.
I bet.
And he said, I don't know. I got to think about that. So the next morning he walked in. And he said, Talbert, you've built me 7 outstanding cars. He said, I love everything you've done with it. I'm going to let you run with it. Do your thing. So I was blown away. Here we are. That's what we come out with.
Holy cow. How long did it take to, you kept them totally out of the loop?
Yep. Well, the first deal was let me build a car as if it were mine with his money. Second thing I threw at him, I said, can I do it? You not know anything other than pay the bill. No pictures, nothing like that. When it got to color, wheels, stance, the way we stretched it, the way we chopped it, this, that, and the other. And he said, run with it. So that's basically what we did.
How long did it take?
We got about 1.5 years to 2 years full build, safe we were hands-on, start to finish, I would say.
Holy cow. It needs to be mentioned, you've built several cars for Mr. Sonny, but for him just to stroke checks for 1.5 years, 2 years and not see what it's going to, that's beyond trust.
Well, it was wild when it first came about, and I could say what he says, but I probably shouldn't say it on your video camera.
I gotcha. Well, tell me some of the things you did.
Well, we started out with a 32 3-window. It's chopped 3.5 inches. We channeled the car over the chassis 2.5 inches, raised the rear wheel up 2 inches to accept. It's a 22-inch rear wheel, 10 inches wide. The wheels were cut by Mike Curtis out of California. We just kind of bounced some ideas back and forth. I wanted the old Indy look with the knockoff, and basically that's what we come up with. We stretched the cowl of the car 2 inches. The nose and the hood, 3.5 to 4 inches. Chopped the grill shell 3/4 of an inch, and all the chrome work you see on the car, which what I'm saying is aluminum machine stuff around the windshield, the back glass, the grill insert, all that was machined by Dan Baker with Alumacraft grills. The taillight bezels he did as well. Interior of the car was done by Paul Atkins out of Hansville, Alabama. We built our own chassis. We started with a Heights independent front, Kugel independent rear with a quick change center, and basically built our own chassis, off of those two, and then made a body fit over it, basically.
Is the body original 33 or 32 Ford steel body?
It's actually a fiberglass body, and we just cut it from can to can.
Okay.
I know a lot of people don't like to hear that, but I don't mind cutting up fiberglass and working with it.
Right.
You can do anything you want with glass, and that's what he bought, so that's what we finished with.
Right. Well, the question had to be asked, so it's not obvious, and I think that at the end of the day, sure, if it's all steel, you want to tell people about that, but I don't think there's any shame in your game because it's fiberglass. It turned out absolutely gorgeous.
I appreciate it. The glass in the roof, I know a lot of people don't see that, early on into the build. Dad, we were actually in Pomona with Mr. Sonny's 65 Chevelle as well out at Grand National Roadster Show, and we come up with this idea of, how a stock 32 Ford has a cloth or vinyl insert in the roof, and we said, well, let's just modernize that and make it a piece of flush fit glass. So it takes on the look as a stock 32 with the insert, but it's actual glass. It's curved each way, contour to the roof, front to back, side to side, and it fits really, really well. It's like a panoramic view in a late model vehicle. You can get in and, go down the road. Pretty cool deal.
Yeah, no, I had looked at the car and walked away and ran into your dad, ran into Mike, and he was talking about it. Come back and see this because I needed him to open the door from the interior. That's where it was. And he was like, "Did you
Right.
notice the glass panel in the roof?" And I was like, "Do what?" And I looked at it and I was like, "Sure enough, I'll be darned." Because yeah, there again, you know, you get to looking at so many of these things, and it's, I mean, the whole car is so cool, sanitary, right stance, right wheel choice, everything's right on it. Yeah, no, I just blew right over the fact that there was a sunroof in it.
Yep, that was Dad's idea. He's the one come up with that.
Man, awesome. What color is it?
Well, we took. I wish I could tell you because I'm not a guy that likes to tell you something that ain't true. I would like the cameo pickup you did. I mean, I'll straight out tell you what color it is. This color, we started with like a sand color, and we just started dumping brown in it. We got happy with what we got. That's basically what we come up with. We call it like a mocha caramel color.
So it's a
But as
custom
far
mix.
as yeah, it is a custom mix.
I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. I think you put just enough chrome on it. You know, it's understated. It's not in your face. And
Didn't want it to be kind of over the top. Want it to be, you know, simple and sleek. You know, make you look at it to find other details. We made the hood open up. You know, it's a butterfly hood, but we did away with the hinging sides. And Jeff Bertrand with J&B Micro Finish made us some really, really cool trick latches that we mounted into the grill shell and the cowl on the inside. So when you raise the hood and you pull the hood sides off, you have no mechanisms, no radiator support rods, anything like that. It's nice and clean. It just keeps everything seamless.
just a hood
Right.
or with the side panels.
Right, and the hood will latch either way, with the hood sides on it or out.
How cool is that?
Everything's hidden going up in the top side. My personal opinion on a 32, you know, when you pull the hood side off, your reveal's on the bottom of the hood sides. Well, we built our own hood sides. We put 33 louvers to kind of give it a little attitude to go with the stance of the car. And I mimicked the belt line on the bottom of the hood side and basically grafted that into the chassis. That way when the hood side's off, your belt line continues from the butt of the car all the way over the wheel well, down the bottom of the car rocker, you know, under the door, bottom of the cowl, and it finishes off to the grill shell. Just gives it a nice clean look
It sure
when
does.
the hood side's off.
Man, I'd like to see it with the hood side off. I bet it's got a more of an aggressive race look when you do that.
Right. And under the hood, it's it's right at a 600 horsepower Roush 427 all aluminum Borla 8-stack injection. Pretty mean machine.
Dude, you absolutely killed it on this one.
I appreciate it, buddy.
How long had this car been in your head?
Honestly, since he bought it, he probably owned the car 4 years before he actually started turning wrenches on it. And I just, you know, I had all this bottled up in my head because my favorite car is a 32 Ford. I've always wanted to build a bad 32 Ford. And I can't afford to do it with my money. So I said, well, heck, all he can say is no. So here we go. This is my chance. So he took it and went with it.
Man. What'd you name it?
We named the car Blind Date. My wife actually named that. We've been kicking around ideas back and forth. And one night at the dinner table with my whole family, it was a big family deal. And we all said, look, let's figure it out tonight. We got to figure this out. So she said it, and everybody kind of just looked like, dang, that's got a pretty good ring to it. I guess it's kind of like, you know, here you are, somebody's been talking about this woman for a while, and you've never seen her, and you're fixing to meet her for the first time, and that's how it worked. Pomona was going for the Allison Lover Award at the Grand National Roaster Show, and he walked in, and there it was. So basically, it was like a blind date to him, so that's what we named her.
The exact right name for just the perfect car. Man, I would not change a thing. Name on the title.
I heard that.
Brother, I appreciate you giving me some time today. Keep building cool.
Yes, sir.
So there you go, Mr. Sonny's blind date, a 1932 Ford 3-window coupe, Talbert Goldman, Mike Goldman's Customs. Hope you all have enjoyed it. See ya! Hey y'all, make sure you subscribe to this channel and visit ScottieDTV.com for an easy way to search the hundreds of videos I have posted. Either click the link in the description or the one at the end of this video.